My name's Nick, 24 years old, raised here in Miami, born in Ecuador. Resell products, doing mentorship, coaching program with the Boy Max. We also own our own 3PL fulfillment centers. So if you're a third-party seller, either on Amazon, Walmart, TikTok Shop, we'll be able to fulfill your orders.
Okay, my name is Max Diaz. Welcome to our first podcast. Just turned 26 today. So
Let's
thank
go!
you guys. Thank you. Pretty excited, pretty hungry still.
Yeah.
I'm feeling old, but still hungry. So
Yeah.
I'm partners with Nick. We do pretty much the same thing, and I'm running multiple different businesses right now. E-commerce being the main driving force of my bank account right now.
Yeah. Now, it's crazy how you say you feel old, even though you're 26, but I feel old too at 24. There's a lot of guys here that are 19, 20 with fucking so many like exotic cars, supercars, like just so much money. And I'm here like 24. I'm like, damn. Like, even though I have it good, like it makes me want to just keep leveling up because there's a guy that's literally a whole high school, like younger than me. So it's like, just makes you want to keep grinding it out, make more money.
For sure, yeah. It's very motivating to see all these kids in Brickell just killing the game. But I mean, I'd rather be like old and wise than young and dumb,
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being 19 with a Lambo.
Nothing's wrong with being a Lambo. We have a partner of ours that
Yeah.
is 19 with a Lambo, actually.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Joseph,
shout out to
19
Joseph.
with a Lambo.
He's our best coaching student, and he's killing the game. And
But that's one thing. Like I used to dream about that. I used to be like 15, be like, damn, I can't wait to have a Lambo. And I always thought like, oh yeah, next year. And then at 24, 23, I finally got a McLaren. But it's like, it takes a while, bro. Even if you put your head down, lock in, that doesn't guarantee you'll make it. It really doesn't guarantee you'll get the car, all that. So you just literally have to keep trying. And it won't be probably till the next 10 years. But it's all up to you at the end of the day.
yeah, like we especially living here in Brickell, like I get this question all the time, like, Max, what's it like living in Brickell? You got to be very self-confident of yourself, and you can't compare yourself to other people because there are kids here that are 17, have a million followers, have multiple whips that they're renting all the time, mansions and things like that. And maybe in 26, I can't get that let into my head, right? I'm on my own time. I'm running my business, and if that makes me the richest man in the world, then so be it. But I'm not going to compare myself to Elon Musk while I'm on my grind. You're just wasting energy on that, I feel like.
Yeah, no.
I just focus on becoming the best version of myself. Whatever that takes me, I'm happy to go there.
Elon Musk is on some different shit.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is on some different shit. If I compare myself, I like comparing myself sometimes to those higher level people.
To like who
Steve
who
Jobs.
do you like to compare
Honestly,
yourself
I like comparing myself
love
the
Steve
most
Jobs,
to
too.
Steve Jobs and Jeff Bezos. Not because Jeff Bezos, started Amazon. Jeff Bezos did all that with no partnership. He literally created all that himself. A lot of people go into these businesses like, you see Microsoft, Walmart, like all of them had partnerships to create that whole empire. Jeff Bezos said, fuck it, dad, give me 200K, blow that shit up. Almost went bankrupt like 4 times. But I like comparing myself because a lot of times like we go through these moments that are like, what if?
You
Like,
talk about your story since this is our first
Yeah.
podcast. Actually, Nick reminds me of Steve Jobs a lot, and tell the people why, because you're doing something right now that Steve Jobs was doing back then, which is sleeping in the warehouse.
Oh yeah. So even though I have everything going on here in Miami, all that good stuff, right? The cars, it's a good lifestyle here, honestly. Like networking, being with friends, all that. I always like to put my head down and just focus on building out the empire. Not speaking in so much looking at social media like what other people are doing, but literally locking in. To do that, you have to literally be a really good entrepreneur and give it your all. So what I've been doing up in the warehouse, we're building out this 3PL fulfillment center. It's 14,400 square feet. Again, we'll be able to fulfill at the end of the day all different marketplaces, TikTok Shop, Temu. I pretty much have an air mattress in the office. So I wake up, I work, and I work till I go to sleep, and I wake up and I work till I go to sleep. So I literally don't have to drive anywhere. I literally have my air mattress there with my AC, and I have a little fridge cooler there. Shower in the gym, that's how we do it. So I literally, when I go over there, there's no like, oh, let me go to the mountains, let me go paintballing, let me go ride a bike. It's like, no, bro, I'm there, I'm fucking grinding. 24/7, and then coming back here to keep building shit, rest a bit, enjoy myself a little bit, with the women here. Really nice women. Best women in the world, honestly, Miami.
100%.
But that's pretty much the way to do it.
Yeah. I know, and I think I want to touch up on that because I think it's very impressive the fact that Nick lives in a luxury condo in Brickell, and he just quit his job not too long ago, right? And then he went from having this nice Brickell lifestyle with his McLaren to now going to New Hampshire in the middle of nowhere in the woods to live inside of a warehouse and shower in the gym. And I think that speaks a lot to your character. You're actually hungry, and you're not here for like a quick pump and dump. Like you just make some money in e-commerce, buy some cars, get a condo, and you're done. No, like you actually want to grind. You actually want to grow your business. So shout out to you, bro. I think that's very impressive.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's the way to do it. And the thing is, a lot of people look at that like that's weird, like that's unrealistic. Like not a lot of people do that. The crazy thing is that a decent amount of people actually do that. They're just not on social media.
Facts.
Like I've talked to people about what I do, sleep in the warehouse, air mattress, and they tell me of a story of like, oh yeah, I knew this other guy that did it, or like some other people slept in their office for a year, and I'm like, that puts me in that mindset like other people have done this. What I'm doing is very normal, and at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it because it's going to take me to where I want to be at.
That's one of the reasons why I started actually now doing content. Because like imagine how cool it would have been like if maybe it's my old age now hitting me. My kids get to see all my journey, right? From sleeping in a warehouse too, because I was there also, to moving up in the world, so to speak, and they get to see my struggles and how I overcame them, and just being transparent to the camera. I think that's pretty cool. Like imagine how cool it would have been if Jeff Bezos documented how he created Amazon from zero to where it is now. It's not documented at all. There's like one video of him in a whiteboard, and that's it.
That's him already like worth billions. Like,
oh really?
Yeah.
You see, like, come on, like how awesome it would have been.
Like it wasn't him starting. It's like he was already worth a lot.
And I also think content protects you. Like just now that I'm getting to social media more, it's kind of cool that I get to meet all these lawyers, and like if something would happen to me, I know who to call just from doing content. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, we're in a new age. I used to have that Jeff Bezos mentality, like, worth billions, driving a Honda Civic, doesn't care. But it's just we're in new times. Like if you drive a Honda Civic, yes, you're saving money, but you're just not putting yourself in a really good type of marketing picture. Because those type of things, and don't get me wrong, it doesn't stop at having a nice car and that's how you make a lot of money. Having that whole marketing thing going on grabs attention. And then the rest is you fulfilling and closing on that person that gets the attention. Your job is closing on the person that pretty much gets guided by the attention you provide, which is either a car, a nice place, or whatever. So after they see your car, provide value in terms of knowledge, and then just pretty much speak about like what they want to be able to relate with, right? Like real world stuff. Like I struggled, you struggled. So that's the type of thing. Like we're in that new age of creating content that way, to be honest.
100%. Now that you mentioned that, let's talk about how much money you put down on the McLaren. Was it worth it or not? Because the way I see it, it's a form of advertisement. But I mean, I'm gonna let you touch on your thing, and I'll touch my piece on the Lambo.
I mean, honestly, the only thing I regret not doing when we got the cars is like doing proper inspection or like looking at other cars.
We didn't do a PPI.
Yeah, we didn't.
It's what you guys are supposed to do before you buy a car. Pre-purchase inspection. A mechanic will basically go ahead and take a look at the entire car for you, tell you how much is left on the tire, the brakes, if there's something wrong with the engine, if the paint got messed up on the bumper, if it was repainted wrong, all of these type of things. If it has sticky buttons on like Ferraris and some Lambos, a mechanic will be able to tell you all that, and then you can take, let's say it has like 5K worth of damages, then you take it to a dealership and like, hey, look, it has 5K worth of damages. Do you want to take care of it, or you want to give me a discount on the car? And then you repair yourself. But we didn't do that. Thank God I have had zero issues driving a Lambo for 7 months, but you've had plenty of issues.
Yeah, 12K worth of issues.
12K worth of issues in 7 months.
7 months.
It's not. I thought it was way worse. But the main issue is like you didn't drive the car for months.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I mean, so pretty much the way we got the cars, we did a whole math analysis. Is like, so my down payment was 53K. And I'm like, okay, if I could put that money towards Amazon, 30% of that, what is that? 20, 15, 18, 20K. I'm like, yeah, but if I get the car, it'll put me in this whole type of atmosphere where I could be able to network, with connect with other people. More people could take me serious. They see the proof, right? The proof in the pudding. Because a lot of people that want to be able to teach people and market themselves, like we know a couple. We know a couple. Don't get me wrong. Very smart people, intellectual, provide a lot of value, but they don't really get that much attention that they want. No matter how much they purchase on ads, no matter how much partnerships they create, they will just getting a car will help you reach that audience that is just looking for proof, looking for that lifestyle. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and first of all bet on myself, because that's something I'm a big advocate on. If I'm going to put my money there, I'm going to make sure no matter what I do, it works. So let me go ahead and bet on myself, take this risk, and get the car. I would say it turned out pretty well. I already made my money back in terms of like the amount of money I put into the car.
There we go.
But yeah,
People think it's expensive. Like, bro, the Lambo for me was $86,000 down, something like that.
I mean, shit, it's up there.
That and the yeah. Actually, no, it was like $86K for the Lambo and the Aston.
Yeah.
And I split that with my partner Joseph. We'll bring him one of these days. So we spent like $42,000 each, and not counting insurance and other stuff. But dude, that was so worth it.
Yeah,
like the first
sure.
week, it was like $20,000 profit
Yeah.
on coaching with like 2 Instagram stories.
Yeah.
And I mean, forget about like the coaching money and things like that, because that has like a bad misconception. I just like it. You know, I love driving the car. Like I made my mom proud.
Oh, for sure. That's great.
I've met so many cool people in Miami just because of that car that I know, like, I probably would have never talked to this guy unless I was driving a Lambo. And then, because Michael's our neighbor. He has an SVJ. And he was just driving around his event there one day. And I was driving the Lambo. I just pulled up on him, just speeding. I started revving the engine. He waved his hand. I was like, yo, you got Instagram? We exchanged Instagrams. And he's been able to mentor me in a couple of things. And we're cool friends. And I've never seen that guy. I only saw him. Like, I only got access to certain types of individuals once I got that car.
No filter, he would not have taken you seriously.
I don't think so
if you
either,
didn't have that car at all.
And then he really liked that. Oh, fuck. Like, you put all that money down. Like, you're young. Like, you're crazy. Like, that's such, like, high monthly payments. Like, how you pay. He was just, like, not impressed, but he was like, oh, like, I like this guy. He's, like, a risk taker.
Yeah.
I like that, too. We have one of our neighbors. His name is Mikey. He just bought a Lambo. We didn't know him at all. And now we're really good friends because we found out he also put a lot of money down. And that's, like, I don't want to, touch and his story too much. It's personal. But I liked him. I was like, damn, bro, you're betting on yourself like that? And I was like, yeah, bro, I deserve a Lambo. Yeah. I'm worthy of it. Why not get it? Why get a Lambo when you're 80 when you can get it when you're in your early 20s just by leveraging credit or leveraging connections?
Yeah. I mean, there's also like different motives. Like if you don't have, I believe anyone nowadays should market themselves. There are some people, don't get me wrong, that do make it without marketing. They just literally lock in. They don't talk to anyone. I've seen all those stories, but little by little, we're shifting more to that. Everyone needs to market themselves.
Yeah, I want to touch on that because I believe this is the reason why I'm doing content also. You can have the best product, but if no one knows about it, then no one's gonna buy it. So even those people that created the best product, they don't know any marketing, they must have someone marketed. I don't know, WhatsApp or something. I have no idea who created WhatsApp. But they managed...
Yeah, me either, actually.
They managed to... it's probably some genius guy or whatever, and nobody knows about him. But someone was able to market WhatsApp out there to the people. Yeah. And WhatsApp's not a good example. I'm just saying, you can create a really, really good product, like a Lamborghini car, but if no one knows about it, just because you're driving it all the time around, that's not going to get you the sales that you want. Even Lamborghini does some sort of marketing. And they have such a great product.
So in terms of ROI, what have you seen from the car?
Okay, yeah, this is a good exercise. Like, I want all of you guys watching this, if you know somebody that owns a supercar, shoot them a DM and be like, hey, bro, was it worth it? What was your return on investment on that down payment or on the monthly payment? And in my experience living here in Brickell and Miami, I get the same answer for all the Lamborghini owners. Oh, at first, the interest killed me or the down payment was really high, but then I made so much money because I had a Lambo and I got into rooms that I couldn't get into before. Obviously it's good with women. We can touch on that. I made my family proud. I like it. I love it. I can never go back to driving a normal car again. It just levels you up. Like you got that, monthly payment coming up. You just took a chunk of money from your business to put into a car, it just fires you up,
Yeah.
like that monthly payment, it's not going away. So you got to work.
One thing I would say for me, it's like I've been able to find investors from it. So with me is I resell products on Amazon, right? These are established brand made products, right? Like your normal Nike, Puma, Adidas, all the way to the beauty categories, right? Shampoo, conditioner, groceries, you got your vitamins too. So I've been asking for investors before I got the car, right? But once I got it, literally a month later, I was able to acquire, I think, like 85K in capital. So that money I was able to put towards my Amazon store. And then now I'm working that relationship, and it's helping me get into rooms with other private equity investors or like normal people investors, where I utilize their credit. So a lot of them don't even have cash up front. Some do, but they have good credit. So I'm able to apply for different credit cards under the name and use the credit limits they get from those credit cards into inventory purchasing, so that I get to buy the products, resell them, and split profits with them. If it wasn't for the car, I would not have been able to get access to those investors. So my ROI, you could actually do the math on it. Like mathematically, I was able to acquire 85K cash, buy towards products, right? 30, 35, 25% ROI from the purchase of inventory. So that's one of them. It's pretty crazy.
Bro, yeah, I can talk about this forever. You touched an amazing point. I got like 4 different investors that gave me money right after I got the car. And I'm cooking up like 2 different investors right now as we speak, that I'm pretty sure I closed one of them already, but I'm waiting on the money, that they're going to throw more money my way. And then that's the beautiful thing of these cars. Like once you own a supercar, people just throw money your way, right?
Oh, we got one more order.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That's an ROI right there.
What?
Walmart orders?
Oh, yeah. Bro, if you're
Fuck
a grown
going to
man,
Walmart.
up and coming business owner,
Yeah.
and you guys are still doing groceries, like, what are you doing? You know? I get like Walmart delivered to the crib all the time. And I have saved hours.
Yeah.
Made thousands because I was in my room locked in instead of going to Walmart to buy
Yeah.
a can of tuners.
I used to be against that. I used to be like, bro, just go. It's real quick. But first week, I'm like, bro, I literally just sit down. And the thing is, a lot of people look at like, oh, time going there. But you also have to look at the negative compound effect of you stopping the thinking of what you were working on. Because then that's time you have to put back into getting those same thoughts, that same energy going, the same vibes. It's just not worth it. Just order groceries. Fuck that.
Pretty much, yeah. You got to calculate how much you're making per hour in your business.
Even food, like what's cooking? Like I don't see myself cooking ever. I'd rather do meal preps even if it's more money, because that's time I'm wasting where I could put towards building a new business, finding more products, investors.
Like cooking, like if you're like a personal trainer and like you love it, or you're like a chef, I get it, Sure, cook your meals, do your thing, but us like business owners that we're not in that field per se, I love the gym and I take care of my body and I love eating good. It's just not worth it for me to cook when I can focus on looking for profitable products on Amazon, the next supercar to buy, or filming a podcast. You only have so much time in a day, and why spend that buying groceries when you could be fucking driving cars? Yeah.
So Amazon, you hit 81K in a day, Prime Day.
Yeah,
let's talk about that, because I was with him. We were in the warehouse. He didn't visit for like a good minute. He was working on stuff over here. Went there. He had a feeling that a lot of his stuff wasn't received correctly. So just talk about that. That was crazy. Yeah,
so we have a warehouse up in New Hampshire. I was here in Miami, and I saw my sales on Amazon starts to slow down. I'm like, there's something going on. And I called one of my partners, Joseph. He's like, hey, are my products received? Are they in good condition? Like, yeah, I mean, everything's good. We're a little backed up. I'm like, fuck. Like, Prime Day was coming up. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I should take a flight and kind of see the warehouse and see the state of everything. Because we just got the warehouse. It's a little messy. Yeah, I took a flight there. Instantly I saw a room, almost half of this room basically, full of products.
Probably the whole. Nah, I wouldn't say the whole room. Almost the whole room.
Almost, but from the floor to the wall of products. I'm like, oh my god. So I didn't sleep for like 2 days. So I was sleeping on like 3 to 2 hours. I grabbed all the products. I put them for sale on Amazon. I make sure they were in good condition, and then I put them at a competitive price. And then I didn't notice that after I did that, those 2 days of grinding, it was Prime Day on Amazon. And my biggest day on e-commerce was only 17,000. And that day I hit 30,000 in sales. And I was like, oh, wow. This is cool. Cool. I went to sleep, woke up, I looked at my phone. It was like 12 in the afternoon. And I was already at like 17K in sales. And I was like, wow, today's going to be a crazy day. So anyways, I got back to work. I was in my computer. And then, I work all the way to like midnight. And then I'm in the gym. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm at 60,000 in sales in one day. So I run back to the warehouse and I start lowering the prices on products that I wanted to liquidate. And long story short, I hit 80,000 in sales in one day. Yeah. And that to me was like pretty crazy. Yeah. So now I'm going to take a lot of that money and put it into the next car. Because, bro, I mean, it's like Nick said, the ROI is much better. Oh, shit. And maybe some new lights. The ROI on buying a product, it's okay. But in my opinion, for my business, for my lifestyle, it's worth it for me to take $100,000 and put into a car than taking $100K and putting it into products, or even $100K and putting it into ads. And I'll touch on that. So most of the products I buy, it's anywhere between 20% to 30% ROI. And that's like net clean also after like warehouses expenses and things like that. So that's only 20 to 30%, right? And that's about every 55, 60 days that I actually make that 20 to 30% clean. And if I were to do ads, which I'm not too good at yet, to be honest, I haven't even started my first paid ad. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing, so I'm probably just going to lose a bunch of money. So what if I put that on a car? I mean, I already tested it, right, with 86K down on the Aston and Lambo. First week, it was like $20,000 in online sales. Like, we got new students that are actually killing it, right? So it's a form of advertising. I'd rather spend $100K down payment on a Ferrari than $100K on ads all day.
Really?
Yeah, all day.
Sheesh. I mean, I don't know about the ad world just like you. I haven't spent money on ads, but I've heard some crazy ROI.
I've heard a guy that's like, oh, I spent $5K and he made like $60K back from some ads. But I wouldn't trade places with that guy.
1 to 11.
You know what I mean? He drives like a shitty car, and I'm not even trying to sound like a dickhead, but like, I just like it. I can't go back to just driving a normal car. I don't know.
Bro's addicted.
Huh? Yeah, I'm fucking addicted. And I think it's awesome. And even, sure, I can make more money doing this, but I'm much happier doing this other thing.
I bet you are, dude.
Yeah.
Driving a F4.
And the ROI can be way higher on, like, maybe not advertisement, but on products. I already tested it. The ROI is much better, like, if you buy a car than if you buy a product. So I already tested that. So I know it works. So I'm looking forward to buying the next cars.
And what do you see the future of your Amazon store, like e-com?
I still want to grow that, obviously. I love e-commerce. I think Amazon is amazing because it's super, super automated. I mean, you're talking like you're buying a product from your regular Walmart at a clearance, and then you're taking that product and selling it on Amazon for retail price. And then you're not even doing the selling in and of itself. You're actually taking that product, shipping it to an Amazon FBA warehouse, and Amazon does everything for you. So all you need to do is find a good product, price it at a competitive price, and then just watch the money come in, right? So why would I stop doing that ever?
Yeah. The crazy thing is, Max and I, Max actually started like a year and a half before me. When I started, he explained to me the same way he just mentioned. But him and I, we kept learning about the whole business model. And in the beginning, we first had that hustler mentality. Like we would go to the retail stores, buy products. But then him and I, we started realizing we want to delegate parts of the business. Yeah. We want the whole business, the whole Amazon store to work on its own. So now we pretty much made it into that point where we could outsource we used to outsource. Now we have our own warehouse. But we delegated the whole finding products part of our business, because now we have virtual assistants, right? We have Kim and Lonnie. Well, we let Lonnie go. She was doing underperformance, but now we're getting other virtual assistants. That would be
That's one thing about being a business owner. Firing, it's just something else. Actually, today's my birthday, and then she just texted me happy birthday. Employee, she was with us for about a year. Yeah, but she was just underperforming, and she was like, "Happy birthday! I would like to know again why I got fired." Like, and then I got an email the other day from one of my employees from last year. He was like, "Can you give me a second chance?" And I'm like, "Yeah." But man, like, you gotta separate friendships from, because I like Lanny, as a person, but you gotta separate friendships from business, right? Yeah. I love Lanny and Kim, which are our virtual assistants, but if they
Give them
steal
chances,
if
bro.
they steal money
Yeah.
from me or if they underperform, I'm gonna cut them off from the company completely, cold.
I think that's the same mentality for everything. I feel as far as like, I wouldn't say friends like cut them off. I do like investing in my friends, like in my circle. I tell Max this and like
Oh,
other guys
I
this.
cut them off.
Well, you have to at
We'll
the
talk
end of the
about
day.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have to cut off friends.
How come you don't cut them off?
I cut off friends. I do. I mean, I do. There's no other way around it. Like I just literally, I only speak to a couple guys, and like none of them were really there. Years ago, you're probably like the only one.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I have some friends that are extremely overweight, that are extremely broke right now, and they're always like something's always going on. Like
Yeah.
they're always complaining. There's always something's bad happening to them. So why am I gonna surround myself with that person when I can surround myself with Nick? That it's complete opposite. He's in great shape, and good things are happening to him all the time. So I'd rather hang out with Nick
Yeah.
and make money by mistake.
I mean, I would say also
know?
it's not perfect. Like bad shit happens to me, but it matters like the way you handle it. Like you cannot have that victim mentality. Because bro, like if I tell you the amount of bad shit, the amount of money I've lost, the amount of things I thought would go a certain way and they don't, like all the L's, you'll be like, damn, like that sucks. I'm like, yeah, but like no one cares at the end of the day. No one cares. Just work harder.
Yeah, no one cares.
Just keep
dude.
doing it. Keep
Exactly.
trying. So I want to be surrounded by those people because Max and I, there's been plenty of times where shit has gone bad to us, has gone wrong. But if him and I, we didn't have that mentality of like, we don't care, just keep going. Like we would have went back to like getting a job or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
like I don't want to have a job.
100%.
Fuck that.
And we run a coaching program and a big community of e-commerce sellers here in Miami. It's called the Ecom Success Network. And there's people there that, you know, they gave us all the money they had. And it doesn't mean that I'm mean to them or that I don't talk to them. But if you're actually showing me that you're willing to work and then you're willing to kind of risk it all to make it, and then right after your job, instead of watching Netflix, you're actually messaging me on Discord, like, hey, Max, I found this product. What do you think? And then I'm going to throw leads your way, right? I'm going to go the extra mile to help you succeed. And those are the people that I want to surround myself with. Whether you're making $100,000 a year or $100 million a year, I would still be friends with you if you're making 100 or 100 million. That's not what I mean. It's not like an income discrepancy. It's about, okay, sure, you're making 100K a year right now, which is, in my opinion, is like broke money, but you're actually striving for more. Like, you know, this is not enough. I want to retire my mom. I want to retire my dad. I want to retire my grandma. I want to buy a Bugatti. I want to like help change the world. I want to build the next TikTok. I want to build the next, I don't know, whatever. I like that. I want to surround myself with those people. And I have a lot of friends that they're not multimillionaires right now, but they're so hungry. And I just love hanging out with them all the time, no matter what, because that fire that they have in them, you know, it increases my fire as well.
Testosterone goes up.
100%, bro. I mean, Nick's super jacked, right?
I'm all right now. I'm fucking
Huh?
trash. I haven't been working out.
Yeah, but I remember every time I would be sleeping at 7 a.m. or something, and I hear the door close because you're going to the gym. I'm like, fuck, Nick's going to the gym. I got to wake up and go to the gym.